That's the worst. When people would show up with brownies and shit to auditions.
Oh, God.
Hi, Sebastian. Tony's our mutual friend. Tony, yeah. Oh my God, Tony! Yes. She says you love strawberry beignet. We made you some. The strawberries we got from my father's farm, and you're sitting there going, "Oh!" When they show up with the costume.
Oh yeah, the police is a police officer.
When they show up with the costume, they're not that good. You never show up with a costume. I don't give a fuck if they call you and tell you to show up with a costume. I won't show up with a costume.
Yeah, no way. But it was interesting to see people walk in and do exactly what you're saying. Nobody brought donuts, but the casting director, they would hug if they knew them. I don't know. I just thought it was like, as people casting a TV show, you want the guy or girl to come in and do very well. So we don't really, because it's grueling, man.
It's grueling. It's terrible.
I mean, to go weeks of it. People coming in and in and in.
You know the lines, you're saying them in your head to yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just that you're looking for someone to make it their own. I told one guy got any advice for me? The guy, any advice? I go, just be funny, guy. And I think it threw him off. Like, he looked at me like it was, like I was just like, just make us laugh. We're dying over on this side of the room. So it was an experience, from the wardrobe to the set design to all that. I mean, you made a TV show, and working with Tony Danza, who played my father, and here's a guy I grew up watching. Taxi. And then I watched the show with the little girl. I like that show. Oh, yeah. Who's the boss?
Even her. She's having fun. You got to sit there and go, how much money she got?
I don't know.
10 syndicated shows?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I always sit, let's say my audition's at 11. I go at 10:15. And it pisses casting people off. But I don't read at 10:15. I'm prepared, but I tell them I want to look over it again. And I sit there and I listen to how the three guys in front of me read.
Oh, I like that.
And they all read the same way. I'll change up my audition right there on the spot. I will change it up on the spot. If all three of them go in there and read it the same way, you're done in my world. I got to switch it up. Over the years from going, because I was going, remember, Sebastian, I got here in 97. And by 99, they had me going into these rooms, Sebastian. No acting experience. I'm looking you in the face as a brother. First movie I auditioned for was, I went in for NYPD Blue, and as I was walking out, did you ever go in for NYPD Blue?
No.
You had to go to the end of Fox. You couldn't believe they made you do this. Midway, you're like, I'm walking 20 minutes. And you go up to security, go, yeah, go all the way to the end. It's the Bosco building. Oh, yeah, it's down there. In a car, you're like 7 minutes from the gate. Can you imagine walking 90 degrees, black fucking tarp? You got your mafia fucking warm-up suit on, You're sweating profusely, dog. And I went over to, I was playing a Colombian something. And I went over to the fucking NYPD Blue against my best wishes, and it was like a fucking 17-page audition, and I ate dick. I had just gotten here, Sebastian. And as I was walking back, I put my hooded sweatshirt on, and it had 2 strings. I'll never forget this. I looked at the strings, and all of a sudden, I kept walking straight, and a lady in me almost crashed. And she goes, are you here for the audition? And I go, yeah. You got your paperwork? I go, no, they never gave it to me. And she goes, here, read this. And I went in there and read it, and it was basketball. And I booked it.
Wow.
I didn't know nothing about nothing. I didn't know Mark, the action. I knew nothing. Nothing. I watch movies.
Yeah.
I'm not that fucking stupid. I watch movies. And after that, I went to a couple more auditions, and I got a manager, and the guy had grown up in Beverly Hills. So all you had to do, Sebastian, was call him. Let me tell you how good the guy was. Jimmy Schubert went out one night, got hammered, and went in for a pilot and fucked it up. He got Jimmy Schubert back in there 2 days later.
This is an agent?
This was a manager. He quit now. He's in Vegas doing Tina and Tony's wedding. And then he quit. He sold his half, and now he's doing, who the fuck knows what he's doing. But that guy he got me out to the first. I went into rooms with John Travolta. This is 99, guy. 2000.
Wow.
Me and Billy Gardell, 10 in the morning with Travolta and fucking the guy who did Drugstore Cowboy in a fucking dump on Western and Sunset. Just close your eyes. Think of Western and Sunset across from that nasty McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's a building. That's a big-time audition building.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly where that is.
You know exactly what it is?
Upstairs?
Upstairs,
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. It's crazy, man, when you go into these auditions and what happens in there.
I like
You know what? The audition that me and you did for the Bill Maher thing, I just knew we got that right when we were in the room. You remember that? For the politically incorrect?
Yes.
We auditioned together.
Together, yes.
And I think you actually took me aside and said, we're going in together.
Yeah, I go, come on. I looked around and I saw the people that were lurking around you. And I go, wait a second. He's a really good-looking guy. He's Gino, and I'm the bad guy. I'm fucking, I could be anybody. Carmine.
Yeah,
I looked at the combinations. And it was a bad sense of combinations. And this was
What if he had already had another partner?
he was talking. People were mingling around him. I just took him. It was like, you ever go to Mexico, there's a hooker, there's one good looking one and 8 fat ones, you run for that corner and tackle that fucking one and just grab her by the fucking head and the hat. You know, that's what, because I knew, I go, this is the chemistry right here. The Sopranos had already been going for about a year or two.
Yeah.
That's why they had been doing it. It was Mafia Week.
Mafia Week, yeah. Then we went to some warehouse to shoot that.
Culver City,
Yeah.
and they told us both not to touch him.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, they pulled us aside and said, whatever you do, don't touch Bill Maher. Don't shake his hand.
I was just happy to be there. I was like,
Me
this
too.
is great.
And we got $305.
Is that-
And it took us a year to get it. It's called a promo on SAG. It's a fucking short film that gets you. I thought I was making like $17,000. Like I called my agent the next day. I said, "Listen, when can I pick up an advance? I need some money." Advance on what? The fucking promo I did. Yes, that's got to be big bucks. It's ABC prime time.
Yeah.
Bill Maher was prime time. I thought we were fucking at least getting seriously 25 fucking hundred.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, I was like, we're getting 2,500. He goes, no, let me look at the contract. No, you're getting $305, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was on a string of deserts in those days, but I kept booking these. In those days, the chic thing, Sebastian, was these 465s,
Oh, is that this?
modified SAG.
Yeah.
I went on. I booked 8 of those in a row. 465. I couldn't take them no more. How many 460 fucking fives can you throw at me? I moved here because everybody said you make thousands of dollars. Everybody was booking pilots. Oh, I made $38,000 on that last pilot.
Yeah.
How did you make $38,000? They gave me $12.50 and I had to rehearse and fucking go down there and put a suit on and fucking table read. Everybody was getting rich. Tremendous.